What we wanted to improve was really two things. One, to help people who were victims of crime to get more support for the issues that they need support with. To support people who are vulnerable to risk of fire to know that they could get support from Scottish Fire and Rescue Services, and also to let colleagues know there are resources out there. So if you're working with someone and you've got a concern that that person may be at risk of fire, here's resources that you can tap into. But the bigger, wider piece of work that we were really involved with was about how do you build kinder, safer communities where people actually start to look out for each other. Before we had this funding, I was very much involved in doing a lot of client work as well, just to manage demand, to make sure that we didn't start waiting lists. So I could see all sorts of pieces of development work that I really wanted to get involved in, but I just did not have the time. The funds enabled us to buy hours to backfill the client work that I was doing and the new referral work that I was doing, which freed up my time to then go out and form those relationships. I am not needed anywhere near as much as I used to be. As a result of this funding, because elements of my post could be backfilled and I'm out and about more, I'm not as visible, so people are more confident to make the decisions themselves. And I think a catalyst is really something which goes in, makes something happen and then moves on. And for me, there are things happening now that have got their own momentum, and it's got nothing to do with me at all, and I think that's what's marvellous.